This week on Cal High Sports Bay Area, huge league games all around the Bay Area, and we'll have the highlights. We'll show you undefeated Bellarmine meeting undefeated Riordan, American meets Washington, and Monte Vista battles Foothill.
We have great league volleyball action with Mountain View and Los Altos, water polo with rivals Palo, Alto, and Gunn, and we continue the season with De La Salle football as the Spartans meet State Power Long Beach Poly, and the San Mateo running back staying strong while beating the odds. It's all next on Cal High Sports Bay Area.
Welcome to Cal High Sports Bay Area here at the Silver Creek Sportsplex. I'm Robert Bronstein.
And I'm Marissa Lovis. We start this week in the pumpkin capital of the world, Half Moon Bay, where it's scary how good the Cougars are this season, outscoring their opponents 220-13. The Cougars are led by their running back, Matt Spiegelman, and they are prepared for their biggest test this week.
That's right, against the Menlo Knights, who made the trip to the coast, also undefeated with senior quarterback Mackenzie Moorhead averaging 250 yards a game passing. Two 5-0 teams hoping to keep their Cinderella season alive and not get turned back into a pumpkin Friday night. The Half Moon Bay Cougars filling the stands for their game against the Menlo Knights. The Cougars starting off strong. It's Matt Spiegelman with the carry. He finds an opening in the defense and goes right through it, speeding his way for an early Cougar touchdown. Menlo firing right back as Charlie Ferguson punches this one into the end zone, putting the Knights on the board in the second. Third and long for Half Moon Bay, quarterback Gavin Tomberlin with a sideline pass into the arms of Pablo Gutierrez, who keeps 1 foot in bounds, and that first down gives the Cougars another shot at the end zone. It's on the option. On the option, Tomberlin coming out with the ball, striding his way in for another Half Moon Bay TD. The Knights keep it close with a huge pass downfield from quarterback Mackenzie Moorhead, floating the ball into the hands of R.J. Babiera, sprinting through the end zone for a Menlo touchdown in the fourth quarter. Half Moon Bay up 15-12 and driving, but look at the terrific one-handed interception by Jack McNally. It's a 40-yard run downfield. He's finally tackled, but it allows Menlo to score and take a 19-15 lead, but with only 60 seconds left on the clock, Spiegelman powers his way in for the final touchdown of the night, and Half Moon Bay wins a nail-biter, 22-19 the final. The Cougars now 6-0 on the season.
It's homecoming night as San Leandro takes on Encinal, give it up to the senior class of 2016. First quarter, Jets start the scoring, handing it off to running back Xavier Thomas, who makes the cut, turns it around, and he will walk into the end zone untouched to open a 7-0 lead. Pirates would respond quickly, giving a sweep to Norman Haddix, who finds the corner, cuts it upfield, and takes it all the way down into the red zone to set his team up for a punch-in score to tie it up. And keeping the momentum going, Pirates are in the fun zone again, this time handed off to Omari Lane, who stampedes over the first defender and is met by a wall of Jets. Look at him keep those legs churning. He will not be denied going in for the touchdown. It's 14-7. Starting to pull away, quarterback Ricky Rocker runs the reverse, giving it to Anthony Pierce, who stiff arms his way out of one tackle, hits the corner, and he is gone. 28-7 Pirates. Jets really need to get going. Quarterback Jeremiah Braxton airs it out way downfield, and he hits tight end Javen Johnson, who makes an incredible diving catch to give his team some life. But the drive would stall, handing it back to the Pirates with great field position, and they will put this one on ice. DeJean Goodall takes the sweep and falls into the end zone, making it 35-7, and the San Leandro Pirates remain undefeated in league play. Contra Costa County Sports is brought to you by StatMed Urgent Care, the right care right now. Nothing like good sportsmanship. Carondelet seniors giving Monte Vista captains a flower on senior day. First quarter, Morgan Trujillo getting the Mustangs going. She fights her way to the cage and fires it in to give MV a 2-0 advantage. More Morgan Trujillo. She is quite the standout player. Morgan inching her way closer to the net. She places the ball in the corner of the cage, extending the Mustangs' lead to 4. Carondelet getting into the mix here. Hannah Burness with the nifty lob shot, making it look far too easy to give her squad the first points of the game. Second half, more Monte Vista. Lauren Indart passes to Claire Mallon, and it's Mallon adding to the Mustangs' lead. Score 7-2. The Cougars still trying to claw their way back into this one. Hannah Burness, it's another one from long range, but just too much Mustangs on this day. We end these highlights just the way they started. Indart down low to none other than Trujillo for the goal. And Monte Vista gets the win with a final of 11-5. Morgan Trujillo with 5 goals in this one. Each week we bring you the players of the week, brought to us in a wrap produced by the hip hop department at the Rica Center.
Here are this week's Players of the Week.
It's a new week. Go high. It's a dangerous man. Reiki Center.
Yeah. Watch out, that's what I'm advising. Look at the monster up on the roster by the name of Buddha Rising. Is it really surprising the enemy Kennedy got shut out? How about 263 yards and 3 touchdowns? Oh, Buddha, that's a beast. Making him scared to work. Who dares to learn the worst of lessons against him and the Mariners? Is there a Karen nurse nearby? Hear why Big Rising is rising up to make your nightmares lie.
The belly Palo was eating like jelly to food. It ain't nothing new, now his belly full. He ran your whole crew, he in it, seeing it, filming, man. At that, through his highlight tape, 3 touchdowns, ain't nobody run like 8. Where's the yellow bright tape? Crime scene, bloody, y'all seen money. 31 carries, carry, make the line look funny, dummy. Big win and he's the one to blame. Put him on TV and make sure they learn his name. Those are your players of the week.
Muir orthopedic specialists bring us great advice each week on sports-related injuries. Here's Dr. Murali Murthy with this week's health tip.
Plantar fasciitis is an inflammation of the plantar fascia, a thick band of connective tissue on the arch of the foot. This fascia acts as a shock absorber during walking and running and can become irritated. Plantar fasciitis can be prevented through proper warm-up, stretching, and shoe selection. Wearing well-fitting shoes that fit your foot and support your arch is important to ensure that the fascia is not aggravated during activity.
Coming up, the big game in the East Bay League as Foothill meets Monte Vista in the Togo's monster game.
And the San Mateo football star staying strong and beating the odds. Josh Vicava in this week's Stevens Creek Toyota Spirit of Achievement feature next. Muir Orthopedic Specialists, the leader in innovative sports medicine, is proud to present its new 46,000 square foot facility in Walnut Creek. This new leading edge facility combines high-tech equipment, an Olympic weightlifting area, indoor turf field for training and rehab, and expanded physical therapy facilities. The new Muir Orthopedic facility features efficient and personalized check-in, spacious reception areas, and on-site digital x-rays for fast results. For the best care for your treatment and recovery, visit the doctors at Muir Orthopedic Specialists.
The Rica Center for Human Enhancement offers a range of programs in the athletic fitness department designed to train athletes of all ages and abilities. Our programs range from Rise Up for student athletes 9 and older to Pinnacle and team training sessions for more advanced athletes with a specific far-reaching goal. Or sign up for Core and get a customized workout plan designed for whatever intensity or ability level you want to achieve. From Pinnacle to Core, the Rica Center has a program to help you achieve your goals. So it's simple. If you've got goals, come to the Rica Center.
It's a new season at Stevens Creek Toyota, and we're proud to present this year's all-star lineup. Like home run deals on Camry, the original Swagger Wagon Sienna, and our #1 player, better than par, Prius. Plus experience genuine Toyota service in our state-of-the-art facility. They're all here, your hometown champs, only at Stevens Creek Toyota San Jose. Visit us online at StevensCreekToyota.com.
We are back at the Silver Creek Sportsplex with a huge game in the East Bay League. 3 teams were undefeated in league play coming into the week. At 3-0 in league, Foothill was the only unbeaten team overall with a perfect 7-0 record.
But Monte Vista also has an outstanding team this year. The Mustangs looking to knock off the Falcons Friday night in our Togo's monster game, and Robert was there.
Tonight's game features 2 of the very best teams in the Bay Area, Monte Vista and Foothill. The Monte Vista Mustangs feature outstanding senior quarterback Jake Hayner, who's thrown for 1,600 yards so far this season, but they've had some injuries on the offensive line, so the Mustangs will have to deal with that. The Foothill Falcons go with running back Isaiah Floyd. Floyd is a terrific running back, going for 1,100 yards so far this season. Monte Vista and Foothill in tonight's Togo's monster game. Huge crowd on homecoming for the Monte Vista Mustangs, but Foothill off to a fast start. Cash Conley going right side and a nice gain for a Falcons first down. And that leads to this Isaiah Floyd touchdown plunge and a 7-0 Foothill Falcons lead. More Falcons in the first, and it's Floyd again. Look at the moves as Isaiah takes it 29 yards, and it's 14-0 Foothill Falcons. Second quarter now, Ben Woolridge back to throw for Foothill and finding Matt Gates, the tight end, wide open over the middle, and Gates is gone. 33 yards, and Foothill's lead is now 21-0. But Monte Vista comes back before the half. Jake Hayner, a terrific throw to Noah Soul, who makes a great catch to cut the lead to 21-7. More Mustangs just before the half. It's Hayner over the middle to Blaze Davis, who blazes down to the 2-yard line. A field goal made it 21-10, Foothill at the half. Second half, and the Falcons get fancy. Toss it to Floyd, who stops and tosses into the end zone for Ruben Mercado, who makes a spectacular catch for the Falcons' touchdown, 28-10. The Mustangs like that play so much, they gave it a try. It's Hayner to Sold, and the lefty tosses it to a wide-open Blaze Davis, 28-17. But Foothill has Isaiah Floyd, and he is really good. Coming right at us, then tiptoeing the sidelines before scoring his third touchdown of the game. The Mustangs keep fighting as Hayner hits Davis one more time, but not enough as Foothill holds on to win it. Behind a 171-yard, 3-touchdown performance by Isaiah Floyd, Foothill remaining unbeaten at 8-0 on the season, something Matt Gates says is not a surprise for his Falcons.
Well, this win is it's a clarification of who we know we are. We're a band of brothers out here, and I love my team. We fight every time, we fight every play, we fight all day, and this is just another game.
The Presentation Panthers welcome their team to the court as they look to stay hot against Bishop O'Dowd. First game, Lizzie Counts looks like she's going for the set, but fakes everyone out and tips it right into the perfect spot. Looking to go on a run, Counts sets up her teammate for the spike, but Becca Calamini is right there for the block, and the Panthers take the first 25-17. On to the second, nice dig by Lonnie Wager. That sets up the Cougars for a slam, but Frances Kelly says not in our house, and her team is fired up. The Panthers would respond with a blast from Hannah Turnlin, but an impressive dig by Samantha McGrath. That again is denied by Allison White, and her team takes a set. Third game, Dragons need this one to stay alive, so Lizzie Counts gives us one of her perfectly placed tips right over the blockers, and they will live to see a fourth game. And keeping momentum going, Katie Orbetta gives a cross-court set to Karina Brackett, who is able to finally blast through the Panthers' wall to take a slim lead, but Presentation would finish strong. Caitlin Poncetta bumps over to Dalen Burns, and the Presentation Panthers take this match by a final of 3-1. Each week, Stevens Creek Toyota brings us stories of athletes who have overcome adversity in their lives to succeed in school and in sports.
Jack Washer joins us now with the San Mateo football player who has persevered beyond all odds.
Robert, the San Mateo Bearcats all could learn something from Josh Vicava. Run hard and be strong. Something instilled into his mind on every play. Josh Vicava's face beams with determination on the football field. He plays tough and physical. Coaches and teammates say he's an example to follow.
Just go straight. I tell all my teammates, if there's like a wall over there, just go through it. And I just bite my mouth guard as hard as I can and just go straight. That's all.
Going through tacklers didn't seem possible 3 years ago. Josh wanted to play, but another fight kept him off the field.
Ever since I was little, every year, it was always no, you can't, because it's because cancer was stopping me and stuff like that.
10 years ago, doctors diagnosed Josh with lymphoma and said 70% of his bones had leukemia.
What? Why me? Out of everyone, why me?
After more than 6 years, Josh beat the cancer. But then he faced another obstacle. Just before high school, Josh's father, Hakoti Vicava, became sick with hepatitis B.
Ball is given to Vicava, the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5, touchdown!
A former University of Hawaii football player, Josh couldn't handle the sight of his father sick.
It was heartbreaking to not only our family, but mostly the whole community, because he was such a hero for everyone over here. And what I took in it, I prayed every day, praying that he could get better.
Josh's father passed away on May 1st, 2012. But he never forgets the one message his dad left with him.
Before he passed away, one of the things that he told me was basically be strong. Be strong for everyone.
In the fall of 2013, Josh finally received the news he wanted to hear.
All of a sudden, they just said, yeah, you're clear, just as long as you don't get hurt and stuff.
He hands Josh his pads and his helmet, and look on Josh's face, it was just
It was crazy. He was smiling. He couldn't stop smiling for the rest of the day, but he was happy.
With the nod to play and the strength of his father with him, Josh Facava showed us what it takes to fight and be strong.
When things get down, what are you going to do? And Josh gets back up and plays a sport that, you know, is probably a sport that people said he shouldn't be playing because of him being sick and, you know, and all that stuff. But I think it's good for him and it's good for everybody else, and it's an inspiration for everybody.
Now Josh is a starting running back for the San Mateo Bearcats, leading his team in rushing with better than 110 yards a game. Josh runs with a purpose, knowing life is precious and can be taken away at any moment. Number 17 is strong, taking his father's words to heart as he can finally play the game he loves, wearing the number worn by the man he respected.
Well, yeah, his coach said it best. You can't tell he's been through anything. The smile, it never wavers from Josh, and he continues to do great things on the football field.
Right, he lives at home with his mom now.
It's true. He does live at his home. His mom actually quit her job to take care of him when he had cancer, so big sacrifice by her.
Absolutely. All right.
Once again this season, the San Francisco 49ers present the Coach of the Week award with $1,000 going to the winning coach.
Here's the 49ers' Ian Williams with this week's announcement.
Hi, I'm 49ers defensive lineman Ian Williams, here to announce the Charlie Wiedemeyer Memorial Coach of the Week. This week's award goes to head coach Mark Newton from Menlo School. It was an exciting night for the Menlo Knights, hosting divisional rival Woodside in front of their homecoming crowd. Both teams came into the game undefeated, but it was Menlo who managed to stay perfect, defeating Woodside on their new turf 35-20. Coach Newton's defense forced 5 turnovers in the game, including a 42-yard interception return that resulted in the final TD of the game, securing the victory for the Knights. Coach Newton will be invited to watch a 49ers practice at the SAP Performance Facility, where he will be presented his award by Coach Tom Sula. He will also be recognized on the field prior to our final home game on January 3rd. As part of this award, Menlo will receive a $1,000 grant from the 49ers Foundation. Congratulations to head coach Mark Newton, this week's Charlie Wiedemeyer Coach of the Week.
Coming up, the battle for the top spot in the De Anza division as Los Gatos takes on Milpitas.
But first, here is our Chevron girls volleyball poll.
Little Kickers is a great soccer program for your child. With coaches trained in child development theory, Little Kickers classes are tailored to meet the specific child's age and ability. This creative approach to coaching will have a positive impact on your child far beyond the soccer field. These fun, high-energy classes at the Silver Creek Sportsplex lead to children with strong physical skills who are well-balanced and confident. Classes are available now for ages 18 months to 9 years. Sign up for Little Kickers at the Silver Creek Sportsplex today.
Guys, I got the jerseys. El Nino. Aquí. Spray Dan. Oh, yeah. Don Ovan.
Think that's me?
You guy. It's $40. Can you cover that?
I'll send it to you right now. Done.
Okay, got it. So Hat-Trick Rick, he's the best player on our team. You get the ball, you give it to him.
Great. Rick.
On your phone, online, on the go, Wells Fargo makes it easy to get banking done.
All right, Don, you're on. Nope, just kidding.
When an athlete is injured, you need the right help right away. StatMed Urgent Care has only experienced medical specialists on duty 7 days a week. With no appointment needed, on-site x-ray labs and private exam rooms, you'll receive the best possible care right away. For immediate medical issues to routine care, StatMed has 2 locations in downtown Lafayette and in the Pleasant Hill Concord area near the Sun Valley Mall. StatMed Urgent Care, the right care right now.
We're the Palo dance team, and we are Cal High Sports.
Back at the Sportsplex with the big game in the De Anza division, the Los Gatos Wildcats come into the game at 2-0 in league with our friend Hunter Biggie throwing for 150 yards a game.
The Cats taking on a very tough Milpitas team with a 2-0 league record and senior quarterback Oliver Seversky throwing for 140 yards a game. 2 teams at the top of their division battling it out Friday night.
The Los Gatos marching band is good as ever for this key De Anza Division showdown. First quarter, Milpitas is looking to get on the board first as quarterback Oliver Svinsky rolls right and doesn't like what he sees, so he reverses his field to the left and dives in for the score, 7-0 Trojans. Los Gatos looking to answer, but Tyree Bracey has other ideas as he picks off the pass and takes it all the way down to the one. Cross Chavez would punch it in from there, 14-0 Milpitas Trojans. Tyree's twin brother Tariq takes the give up the middle and breaks it to the outside. He bursts for the big gain, and Milpitas is threatening again. These twins are a double dose of excitement. Savinsky would cap off the drive as he rolls right and connects with Michael Pyle for the score, and the Trojans are starting to run away with it. Not so fast, says Hunter Biggie, as he delivers a strike down the middle to Miles Beach for the score, and the Wildcat deficit is down to 14 at halftime. 28-7 Trojans now, and Los Gatos would give to Harrison Hibbert on the sweep, who airs it out into double coverage, but Ryan Galt somehow comes down with it. It's a fantastic catch, and now a two-score game. Same score, the Wildcats knocking at the door, but super sophomore Tariq Bracey gets the interception as Milpitas goes to 3-0 all alone in first place in the De Anza Division.
Another beautiful October night as two WCAL foes take the field, St. Francis and Mitty. The Monarchs on the attack in the first half. They get a shot on the net, but keeper Jillian Ritchie is right there to get a foot on it. The Monarchs get another attempt, but the Lancer D was ready to go. St. Francis now on the other side of the field. Nice ball skills. Gabriela Fondario taking this one all the way down the field before trying to put it in from long range. However, it just sails past the net. And still in the first, we remain scoreless. Hannah McCabe gets a good hit on the ball, but it's just wide. Second half now, home team still trying to put their first goal on the board. Sam Baker connects with Aaron Fairley. Aaron gets a good look, but not quite good enough. Both teams feeling the pressure. Mitty on the corner. Fairley passes to Hannah McCabe. McCabe spots Emily Geneveri. Emily in the perfect place at the perfect time. It deflects into the corner of the cage. And that's all the Mitty Monarchs would need. 1-0 your final on this one. Another barn burner, but a big victory to put Mitty in sole possession of first place in league.
Service by Medallion honors teamwork and teammates who partner together to make great plays. This week, it's Acalanes Water Polo.
Hannah Kresnick and Lexi Rowell teaming up for the game-winning goal in overtime in the Dawn's huge league win last week. The girls from Acalanes with great teamwork, just as Service by Medallion partners with its customers to provide great janitorial and facility support services for Silicon Valley's best companies. This season, OneHitAway.org will have concussion safety tips every week.
Here's Darren Sidibaka with this week's tip.
One Hit Away is your concierge for brain healing and brain health from sports-related concussions. While today's sports culture focuses on concussion prevention and concussion recognition, One Hit Away's focus is on brain healing and brain health, resulting from sports-related concussions. Because the brain continues to develop until the age of 25, it is vital to manage youth concussions conservatively to ensure optimal neurological development. One Hit Away understands your brain can change your game.
Coming up, it's the Wells Fargo Bank Game of the Week as Lee meets Piedmont Hills.
And later, a Mission Valley League battle for first place as American meets Washington.
Hi, my name's Tom McGraw. I'm the CEO of First National Bank of Northern California and the former Bellarmine Bell. Our bank is owned and operated locally by people who treat our customers like family. You can trust us to give your family or business the best banking services from a bank that's been around for over 50 years. And now we're in Sunnyvale at 425 South Matilda. Remember, go long and don't drop the ball at First National Bank of Northern California.
The San Francisco 49ers are committed to helping kids live a healthy, active lifestyle.
You're plenty fast enough. You're plenty fast. Exchange. Good. Go.
Check out 49ers.com/YF to see how you can get involved.
Cal High Sports Bay Area is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By the Silver Creek Sportsplex, the largest indoor sports and fitness facility of its kind in the United States. Our doors are open to the public every day. Come see why people call us their home away from home. By Club Sport Fitness at the Silver Creek Sportsplex. Visit clubsport.com for a 3-day trial pass. By Chevron, every day your car takes care of you. Take care of it. Don't use low-quality gasoline that can leave deposits in the engine. Use the gas that cleans. Chevron with Techron. Care for your car. By Calpine, a generation ahead today. And by the Del Grand Dealer Group. Go to dgdg.com and be a happy car buyer.
Once again this season, Wells Fargo Bank is presenting the Game of the Week. You can go to our website at calhighsportsbayarea.com right now to vote on next week's game. Each team to receive $500 from Wells Fargo Bank.
This week, the most votes go to the Lee versus Piedmont Hills matchup. Two of the best teams in the Mount Hamilton division meeting on Thursday night. It's this week's Wells Fargo Bank Game of the Week, and our Jack Washer was there.
When your game of the week, you need to unleash the greatest pregame speech ever. It's in the rules. Check it out. To the game, Jared King marches in from 17 yards out, and Lee jumped out quickly to make it 14-0. Pirates fire right back. Marcus Romero finds Alex Garcia for a 7-yard score. Lee cut the 14-7. But the Longhorns offense was chugging all night long. Mason McCarthy patiently following his blockers and then explodes to Painter, 21-7 Lee. Longhorns at it again, and well, they were doing it most of the night. King to McCarthy on the screen pass. Watch him set up his blockers, wait for the hole, sees the daylight, and he's gone. 57 yards to the house. That made it 28-14 Lee. Crazy play here. Romero rolls right, throws to the end zone, and this is where the fun begins. Ball goes off Garcia's hands, but right into the waiting arms of Gabriel Martinez, just like they drew it up. But Lee responds on the next drive. King with the swing pass to Grant McGee, and McGee, like most Longhorns, knows the drill. Finds the hole and explodes through it. 75 yards on the catch and run. Longhorns led 42-21 at the half. Second half, Pirates get to within 14 here as Romero finds Jokel Walker for the 16-yard score, but that would be as close as they would get. King showing off his ability to move the pocket and finds Greg Lay, who makes the catch on his back, because, well, why not? Then right after a Longhorn forced turnover, it's King to Peter Finucchio, 26-yard touchdown pass. This is not a typo. Final score, Lee 73, Piedmont Hills 42. We have to talk to the team that scored 73, right?
Well, if you like points, you like this game. Let's meet the Lee Longhorns. We're here with junior quarterback Jared King. Jared, when you score 73 points, the offense has to be in some sort of rhythm. Talk to me from the opening snap to the final snap. You know, how did the offense get into such a good rhythm to score 73 points?
Well, you know, the line blocked well, the running backs ran hard, and the receivers ran good routes, and we just executed well, and it was a great team effort all around.
In the middle, Colin Williams. Colin, the offensive line, a big time. You know, 73 points. You know, you could talk about the backs, the receivers, the quarterbacks, but the O-line, that's where it starts. What did you guys focus on in practice, you know, provide this kind of performance?
It's just getting our linemen off the backers and getting our linemen to get on blocks and stay on them.
Over here, Michael Brown. Michael, you okay? I saw you after that one touchdown. You deposited half your dinner. How you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. That usually happens.
You were running, and it seemed like anybody who touched you, you just shrugged them off. Talk about the physical running tonight, not just by you, but by all the running backs, by everybody on this team.
You know, we just got to keep our feet going. When we hit that hole, we hit it hard. And we're coming for you guys. We're coming. We're coming, baby.
There you go. There you have it. The Lee Longhorns.
The Monte Vista girls excited for this rivalry match with San Ramon Valley. Game 1, Monte Vista's Jackie Capelli to Annie Kunzman to senior Megan Burrows, who crushes it off the block. San Ramon Valley comes back in the first. Maddie Reeder to Lucy Strand, outside to the Wolves. Ferocious outside, Catherine Claybaugh off the block for the kill. But the Mustangs take the first as McLean Fields solid in the middle all night long. She gets the block and MV takes a tight game 1. The Wolves come back in game 2. Nicole DiMartino to Strand over to Madeline Dubak. She's a sophomore, and SRV takes a very close set 2. To the third, Jordan Polo bumps to Kunzman, who quick sets Fields, who slams it home. Later in the third, Ava Patterson building a roof, and the Mustangs take the third. To the fourth we go, where San Ramon Valley fights back. Claybaugh with a vicious serve. One of her 4 aces in the match. Claybaugh is awesome. Later in the fourth, it's Lucy Strand with a knuckle pokey for the Wolves point, and we go to a deciding 5th set, and no one was more excited about it than this Wolves fan. All right, that's just a bit too much there. Game 5, and the Stangs take it home. Kunzman to Burrows, and the Stangs stay undefeated in league, handing San Ramon Valley its first league loss. Burrow and Kunzman leading the way.
Lexus of Stevens Creek presents the Volunteer Award each week. This award honoring student athletes who volunteer in the community.
This week's Lexus of Stevens Creek Volunteer Award goes to Maya Sahalaway from Sacred Heart Cathedral. When Maya isn't busy playing volleyball, she volunteers her time at the Presidio. While at the Presidio, Maya is busy restoring the environment, planting seeds, weeding, and keeping the trails clean. Maya also recently helped students from the Demariat Clinic learn the game of volleyball, spending a full day teaching and helping 4th through 6th graders learn the rules of the game. Maya also traveled to Ecuador to help the impoverished build homes. Maya talks about the importance of volunteering.
It's really important to me to volunteer because we're so privileged right now, and I feel like we need to give back to the community when we do have the time. One thing that I learned at the Demariat with working with the Demariat kids was they were so happy just to be playing volleyball, and it's something that we almost take for granted, like, oh, I have volleyball practice today, but for them, just being able to play volleyball was like the highlight of their day, and it really just restores like light in the sport that I love.
The San Jose Sharks and Positive Coaching Alliance are back with us this season, honoring triple impact competitors. These are the athletes who make themselves better, their teammates better, and the game as a whole better. This week we honor Saratoga field hockey star Rachel Davey.
Rachel does great work on the field and in the classroom. Rachel, a team leader, but not just in field hockey. Rachel also plays varsity basketball and softball for the Falcons. Rachel will now receive 4 tickets to an upcoming Sharks game and a replica jersey as this week's San Jose Sharks Positive Coaching Alliance triple impact competitor. Coming up, American and Washington in a Mission Valley League game for first place.
And this season with De La Salle as the Spartans face their biggest test since week 1. Can the Spartans topple mighty Long Beach Poly? We'll see next.
Cal High Sports Bay Area is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Stevens Creek Toyota, the #1 Toyota dealership in the Bay Area. Stevens Creek Toyota, it's where the deals are. By Mere Orthopedic Specialists, providing leading-edge care for athletes of all ages. By First National Bank of Northern California, delivering quality products and services to businesses and individuals while enhancing the economic environment of our communities.
Back at the Silver Creek Sportsplex with the only 2 undefeated teams in the Mission Valley League, playing with first place on the line Friday night. American features highly touted senior quarterback Junior Diala.
And Washington, more of a running squad with Mark Colbert averaging better than 110 yards a game. The league lead on the line at Tack Stadium Friday night.
Homecoming at Washington High School as the finalists for King and Queen are introduced. First set of downs for Washington, and we talked about how they like to run the ball. Mark Colbert takes the handoff and breaks free into the open field. 2-point conversion, no good, so it's 6-0 Huskies. American answers big here. QB Junior Diala gives it to Lucas Borba on the fly sweep. Lucas with the beauty of a throw, airing it all the way downfield to Lamar Reed Jr., who scampers in for the TD to give the Eagles a 7-6 lead. Washington got hot towards the end of the first. Robbie Muniz goes back to Colbert for the short touchdown. Again, unable to convert the 2-point conversion, so it's 12-6 Huskies. And just under 20 seconds left in the first, the gray and orange were not done. This time it's Ajit Parmar showing off his rushing skills. He does a nice job finding the gap and hustling upfield. Just like that, it's 20-7 Washington. Second quarter winding down. Robbie Muniz goes to the air. He puts up a prayer. Jordan Barnum beats out the defender and makes the catch. That's just how the Huskies drew it up. Washington now up by 3 TDs. However, American got hot to end this one. After 2 big TDs down by just 15, Junior Diala was not done. He dials up another big score here. 2-point conversion good, and the Eagles are down 36-29. American would get another set of downs to try and tie this one up, but check out number 68, Jalen Peets, coming in for the QB sack, and Washington hangs on to win this one on homecoming.
The Los Altos fans in perfect sync as the Eagles host league rival Mountain View. Game 1, the Spartans in the far court looking to score, but strong at the net is Catherine Mumm, and the Eagles have a first set lead. Later in the first, Alexis Malgacini goes to Sarah Callan, back to Malgacini, who rips it off the block. The Eagles take the first. In the second, Cynthia Mois sets Chanti Holroyd. Chanti, a great player, headed to UCLA on a beach volleyball scholarship. Later in the second, look at Kishton for Los Altos. A diving dig. Megan Wilhelm sends it over and gets the point, and set 2 goes to Los Altos. to the third now, and Callan goes outside to Kishton, and yeah, that's what she does. That's a Lulu of a shot. But the Spartans take the third. Sola Takahashi gets the block, and we go to the fourth set. The Spartans down early in the fourth, but Holroyd just crushes this one, trying to bring her team back, but no. Los Altos takes the fourth. Callan to Kishton again, and the Eagles go to 6-1 in league, all alone in first place in the De Anza division with a 4-set victory over Mountain View.
We continue now with our series, The Season with De La Salle Football.
Taylor Lambert is here with the huge game against Long Beach Poly.
Marissa, this is the Spartans' biggest test since their opening loss in Dallas. Tonight we look at how the team prepared this week and the history of the matchup, and then, of course, the highlights from the big game.
The Season with De La Salle is presented by Dr. Charles Preston, sports medicine specialist at Muir Orthopedic Specialists, and on the sidelines with the De La Salle Spartans.
After a win last week against San Ramon Valley, the Spartans, ranked 4th in the state, look ahead to their next matchup, Long Beach Poly, ranked 5th in the state.
You guys capitalized, that's all good things. But let's make no bones about it. The team coming next Friday. Woo! But it ain't gonna be easy, I'll tell you that.
Two highly touted teams facing off, but this matchup is a familiar one, a famous one even. Back in 2001, Long Beach Poly and De La Salle were ranked 1st and 2nd in the nation, the first time ever in the United States where 1 and 2 played each other. DLS and LBP met in Southern California in what was dubbed the Game of the Century. The game was, and still is, a big deal. It was the first nationally televised high school football game in the United States, a game that De La Salle won 29-15, staking their claim as the top team in the nation.
Boy, what a phenomenal atmosphere. It was the first time in the history that number 1 and number 2 had played against each other in the country.
I was a senior in 01, the first year we played them down in LA, and it was the biggest game in the nation up until that point. Excellent atmosphere. They had a very talented team.
A combined 11 players from both teams in that game would go on to play in the NFL. 11 players, including Mercedes Lewis from Poly and Maurice Jones-Drew from De La Salle.
So you really got to see some great plays, and that was obviously Maurice. That was his coming out party. He scored 4 touchdowns.
Option again. Gutierrez gives to the man through. It's Drew, and Drew's in the end zone for the 3rd time tonight. Touchdown.
These two teams met up again in 2002, with De La Salle again beating the Jackrabbits. Now this week, Long Beach Poly visits Concord to try and exact revenge some 14 years later.
From the beginning of the season, this game was what I was most excited for. They have a lot of good players, and they're not coming out here to, not prove anything. They're coming out here to prove a point.
We'll put together a pretty good game plan. We typically have a good one going in. We just got to prep hard. I mean, our kids really got to study the film and know their tendencies.
Phillips, you're way too high. No physicality. 6 techniques, we went through this 100 times. They pull the tackle and you're on the wide side of the field, you immediately go get quarterback.
Film study is key to De La Salle game preparation. The Spartans don't add plays or schemes from game to game, but they watch heaps of film to expose tendencies in their opponent. Then they pound those weaknesses with plays they've had installed for years.
You can tell whether it's going to be a run or a pass almost every time. If that running back is even or in front of the quarterback, it's a pass. I don't know why they haven't changed that. Okay, gentlemen, time to get to work. Get that weight room.
Game day. All the film and practice comes down to this. Everyone traveled here to see the big show. Everywhere from Walnut Creek to Finland.
De La Salle is really good. I've heard really much, and of the 12 years winning streak.
The Long Beach Poly Jackrabbits have star power on the field and on the sideline, as former New York Giant and Super Bowl champion Antonio Pierce serves as head coach. But that fact only grows the Spartans' appetite for a win.
Do not allow anything else but your best effort out there. You won't be able to live with yourself. Make yourselves proud. Make yourselves proud.
The game starts out sloppy for De La, but with 2 minutes left in the first during a timeout, the coaching staff applies what we saw earlier in the film room.
We're going to go double 22, we'll go double left, 38 power, left pop.
The Spartans have the football in the red zone at the 18-yard line. Here's Sweeney looking to throw. Wide open, Asiasi, touchdown! 18 yards, Sweeney Asiasi, and the Spartans are up 6-0.
Hey, we can come back to that and take a yeah.
The Spartan defense gets the ball right back for DLS, and they decide to take a shot. as Mark Piniella goes over the route one more time with Isaiah Randall.
You just run right to him, and he'll suck in, make it look like a block first, but go like about 80, 90% at him. He'll vacate, and then just take off down the sideline.
Well, they work, but they work. And Sweeney wanting to throw, looking down at Isaiah Randall, and Randall makes a great catch inside the 5. What a play by Isaiah Randall. That was tremendous.
The Spartans are handling their business, giving up only 66 yards by halftime and lead 22-6.
We have to go down. We get the ball first at half. We got to go down and start punching these guys out. We go up another score, they're down 4 scores. They ain't going to get that.
The Spartans take the ball after half and march on a 7-minute, 18-play scoring drive with only one hiccup.
Hey, if it doesn't work, though, it's on you.
Okay, I'll take it.
It's on you?
It's on me.
You'll take that?
It's going for 6.
I'll bet. Well, I want it to go for 6. I'll get you coffee. It goes for 6. No coffee. No coffee for Joey. Sorry. I'll take a latte, though. Non-fat.
But the Spartans get into the end zone a few plays later, and from there, it just pretty much gets out of hand. In a span of 6 minutes, De La Salle scores 27 points, absolutely dominant, which makes for one sad jackrabbit. But it also makes for one happy Coach Allenbaugh.
They're tapping out. Offense! Offense! Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Right there. You can celebrate over here.
Yeah! When you're on something special like this, it doesn't happen very often. And you're on to being one, right now, to being considered one of the greatest defenses in De La Salle history. And we're going to finish the job. That defense really is right to state. I'm telling you that right now. And we're going to win state.
Just like clockwork, De La Salle, another win, had that loss at the beginning of the season, haven't lost since, and another tough opponent. They're looking great.
Yeah, beat a really good team this week.
They really did. Excellent.
All right, Synergy Environmental Solutions cleans up environmental hazards, asbestos, mold, and all the dirty work for Bay Area schools, corporations, and homes. So each week, Synergy honors the athletes who do the dirty work on the field. This week, doing the dirty work is the Moreau Catholic defensive line. The defensive line not letting anyone get past them in this shutout game. A big win for the defense, giving their Mariners another league win.
Remember, you can buy DVD copies of every game you see on the show tonight. Just go to our CalHighSportsBayArea.com website, and your game will be right there. All of our elements and the entire show can be seen on our YouTube site.
And be sure to follow us on Twitter at CalHighSportsBA is our handle. We now have more than 10,000 followers. Coming up, 2 of the best teams in the nation meet as Mitty takes on Sacred Heart Cathedral.
And Palo, Alto, and Gunn meet in the pool. You're watching the #1 high school sports show in the nation, Cal High Sports Bay Area.
Club Sport at the Silver Creek Sportsplex is fitness for the entire family. Mom can feel secure in one of 120 individual fitness classes while the children play in the Child Care Center or learn to swim in the Club Sport pool. Dad gets a great workout in the state-of-the-art cardio and weight training area. Classes range from Zumba to aquatics and everything in between. No matter what your fitness goals are, Club Sport welcomes everyone. Club Sport San Jose has something for the entire family. DevCon Construction is #1 in the Bay Area and Silicon Valley because of trust. 95% of our business comes from repeat customers. They know the customer is our top priority. That's why DevCon was the choice for the 49ers' new stadium and for the new Earthquake Stadium. DevCon was also chosen when outstanding schools like Bellarmine, St. Francis, St. Ignatius, and Mitty wanted the very best, on time and on budget. Top Bay Area companies know DevCon is the best choice whether it's new construction or renovation. DevCon Construction, helping to build the best in Silicon Valley.
I definitely got a lot faster. A couple days after I did my first class, I improved my 60 time at a showcase by 0.3 seconds, which is outstanding. Well, definitely working on the form component. I usually run upright where you're supposed to have your chest at a 45-degree angle. We worked on that and worked on it until I could actually feel myself when I did something wrong. But definitely that improved 60 time helped, and a lot of coaches came up to me and talked to me after that. It doesn't matter whether you're the biggest guy or the smallest guy in the gym. You're always treated the same, and it's just a great place to be.
When you first walk in, you can't help but smile.
There's a chance in front. Podolski scores!
When you're at home watching, you don't get to feel how exciting it is. It's like one big party with 17,000 of your closest friends.
And a big hit in the corner.
You can really feel the building shake when the Sharks score. You got to see it live to get it.
That's the funny part. It's hard to describe unless you've been there.
I'm Dr. Matthew Pecci from Mere Orthopedic Specialists on the sideline at Clayton Valley High Football, and you're watching Cal High Sports Bay Area.
Back at the Sportsplex with two of the very best teams in the nation meeting this week. The Mitty Monarchs are ranked 15th nationally and tied with Notre Dame Belmont in the West Catholic League at 2-0.
And the Monarchs this week meeting a pesky team from Sacred Heart Cathedral. That team fights you every point in the match. Big West Catholic League showdown this week.
Buckle up, this one lived up to all the hype surrounding it, so let's get going. First set, Tessie powers to Nicole Little, who comes soaring out of the middle for the kill to give the Monarchs the early lead. Later, it's Powers flipping it back to our good friend Mirren Colty for the kill. Mitty took set 1 25-22. Set 2, and the Monarchs continued their dominance. Lauren Speckman finds Julia Devine, who smashes it home, and then it's Little shutting the door on an Irish rally, and Mitty, just like that, had a 2-0 lead. But SHC, as we said, doesn't go down without a fight. Maya Holloway to Madison Len, and she gets the rally going. Game point, Jillian Rambonis up to Holloway, who finds Jennifer Ryan, and the Irish force a fourth set. Fourth set, Holloway with a nice bump set, and Kayla Yu finishes the play as she tools the block. And later in the set, it's Holloway up to Mary Tran. It's a kill, and a fifth and deciding set is what we would go to. In the do-or-die set, Mitty coming out strong. Colty with a huge block on the outside. But later, match point for Mitty. SHC with ice in their veins. You with a perfectly placed shot to tie the score at 20, and they're only supposed to play to 15. Keep this in mind. And finally, it's Holloway to Isabella Dominici, who throws whatever she has left in the tank to get the kill. And Sacred Heart Cathedral wins a thriller in 5 sets. 26-24 is the score of the last set. Again, they were going to 15, an instant classic between two elite teams.
The Gunn Titan fans excited for this De Anza Division battle for first place. Gunn in charge early. Young Lee inside to Calder Hilda Jones, who fights off two defenders and somehow flips it home. 1-0 Gunn. More Titans as Andrew Skloss fires from way out, and the Titans have a 3-2 lead in the second. But Pally battles back, working 9-5. Number 9, Winston Rosati to Justin Chung, number 5, who sends a wicked shot into the net. We're tied at 4-all. More Pally, and once again it's Rosati to Chung, and he's not going to miss from there. 5-4 Pally boys. Gunn keeping it close in the second half. Young Lee firing from deep and scoring. It's 5-all in the third. But the Vikings take off from there. Here's Chung again, so strong. This goal makes it 6-5 Palo Alto. And now Andrew Josephoff from a tough angle as Pally wins it 10-8 behind big games from Chung and Josephoff.
Each week, May Industries honors a team of excellence that is doing great work, just like the construction work being done for more than 40 years by May Industries. This week's May Industries team of excellence is the football team from St. Francis High School. The Lancers picked up a huge league win last week to remain unbeaten on the season. The Lancers have a long history of success, especially when Cal Conyo is head coach. The St. Francis Lancers are May Industries team of excellence.
Coming up, the West Catholic League battle between Bellarmine and Riordan.
But first, here is our Chevron Top 10 football poll.
Cal High Sports Bay Area is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Wells Fargo, proud sponsor of the Game of the Week. By Lexus of Stevens Creek. Lexus of Stevens Creek is once again sponsoring the Volunteer Scholarship Award. 5 scholarships worth a total of $10,000 will be handed out at the annual Cal High Sports Banquet. By Tony and Alba's Pizza and Pasta. Come check out our sports event packages. And by the Rica Center, where goals and dreams become a reality.
Back at the Silver Creek Sportsplex with the big game in the West Catholic League played on Saturday. The Bellarmine Bells were expected to be really good this season, and they are, but with starting quarterback Troy Martek out with an injury last week, the Bells suffered their first loss of the season.
Yes, they did. The surprise team in the league this year is the Crusaders from Riordan. The team is undefeated with 2 league wins, and quarterback Jackie Luavasa throwing for 200 yards a game. First place on the line as the Bells meet Riordan on Saturday.
The Riordan Crusaders letting the dogs out as they put their undefeated record on the line against Bellarmine. The Bells in the end zone in the first. Kyle McCauley with an 8-yard run on the Bells' opening drive. The Crusaders answer here as Jackie Luavasa goes back to pass, fires over the middle, and Josh Boone makes a spectacular catch. 33 yards on the play, conversion miss, 7-6 Bells. Late in the first, the Bells chewing up the clock. Nice kick-out block by Jackson Burrell as Devin Buenrostro uses his blockers for a nice gain. Then Ike Ogbogu rolling out and firing into the end zone, and there for his second touchdown of the game is Kyle McCauley, and the Bells take a 14-6 lead to the half. Same score late second half, the Crusaders driving as Luavasa fires to Cedric McAfee, who's pounded by Vincent Fernandez but holds on. Time running down, the Crusaders desperate for a score, but Blake Jacio hits the quarterback as he throws, and the ball is picked by Will Mingrone with a nice return to seal the deal as the Bellarmine Bells go to 2-1 in league with a meeting with arch rival St. Francis looming next week.
The Menlo-Atherton volleyball team is killing it this season with a perfect 6-0 league record. Get it, killing it.
Get it? Killing it? You're like kills?
It took me a second to get it. Get it, killing it.
I get it. The girls talking with Marissa about their season earlier this week at the Rica Center.
We are at the Rica Center in Menlo Park. The Rica Center, the premier training facility on the peninsula where goals can be achieved. Let's get to know the Menlo-Atherton Bears. I'm here with Jacqueline DeSanto. Jacqueline, big year for you guys. Last year won the CCS Division I championship. How does last year's team match up to this year's team?
I think this year it's like the same. We have a lot of great defensive players. We're a really deep team. I think anyone that's on the court will do the job, and I think we're going to be really good this year.
And what's it like playing for Coach Fletcher? He's new this year. How is he, changing the culture with MA volleyball?
I'm so glad that we have these coaches. I think they've been really great, and we've just been getting really close with them, and it's been great so far.
And Menlo-Atherton is currently riding a 12-game win streak. Kirby Knapp, what's working so well for you guys in September and October?
I think we've really been working hard in practice, getting our passing reps and getting our hitters. We have a lot of great people on the team, so I know we can count on everyone to do their job, get the points.
And what is the chemistry like with all the girls on your team this year?
We're super close. We all are friends off the court. There's a lot of upperclassmen, so we see each other in class and stuff at school too, so it's super fun.
And it's a good mix. There's 6 seniors, 7 juniors, and 1 sophomore on the team. Leanna, one of the captains. Talk about being a captain for your girls this year and pushing them to that next level, NorCals, etc.
Well, it's just been so amazing leading these girls this year. We have such a great group, and I'm really glad that they chose me as one of the team captains because I've always really wanted the chance to lead this great group.
And you're headed to UC San Diego next year. How excited are you to continue your volleyball career at that next level?
I'm so excited. Go Tritons.
All right, that does it for us here with the Bears from Menlo-Atherton. Girls, take us out with a cheer. 1, 2, 3, Bears! DGDG.com is with us again this season, and they present to us the Be Happy Play. The Mitty Monarchs field hockey team coming up big here. Emily Genevieve puts it in the cage, and the girls are so excited. Hugs all around for Emily and smiles in this week's Be Happy Play. Go to DGDG.com to see how you can be a happy car buyer.
Coming up, it's the play of the week. Here's one of the contenders. We'll announce the winner next.
But first, here's this week's training tip by our good friends at the Rica Center.
I'm Kevin Sugawara, and today's training tip is the resist rotation. So you're going to start with your hands out in front of your chest with your arms straight. And in this movement, you want to make sure you're activating your core to resist the tension. Now to make this more dynamic, we can have a little turn away to create more tension, and then slowly return back to the starting position.
Once again this season, the winner of the play of the week will receive an invitation to our end of the season awards banquet.
We like to show some contenders first and then the final play, so let's waste no time and get to the action.
Play of the week. We start in Los Gatos, and it was a big week for the halfback pass. Harrison Hibbert on the throw to Ryan Gold, who goes up for the catch in between 2 defenders. Ryan, great catch. Here's American High School's Junior Diala on the fly sweep to Lucas Borba. Borba airs out a perfect ball to Lamar Reed. If you didn't have a halfback pass this week, you weren't anybody. We love this guy. Did anybody have more fun at a game this week than this San Ramon Valley dancing fan? To Foothill, it's Isaiah Floyd, the halfback pass to Ruben Mercado. Ruben with a spectacular catch for the touchdown, but the play of the week goes to Menlo's Jack McNally, his team needing a big play, and he gets it. The one-handed interception and takes it all the way down. Menlo did score after that. A great one-handed interception. Look at that, Jack McNally. That's the play of the week.
That's the play of the week, and that's Cal High Sports Bay Area for this week. Thanks for watching. I'm Robert Brownstein.
And I'm Marissa Levis. Join us next week when we recognize Breast Cancer Awareness Month and the fight of one Bay Area coach. We'll see you then.